Shame on you. And then you lie and say you're a Christian.
Thank you for joining me in my channel. If you're interested in this video, please stick around. Please remember to subscribe, share the videos, and also give them a like, guys. Guys, an assault case has been opened at Midrand police station after an adult male is seen on video footage pushing a minor. Like, this man was like a white man. It is alleged that the child violated the school's code of conduct by having extensions / dreadlocks on her head at Crowthorne Christian School in Midrand, Johannesburg. Right now, I'm gonna take you through the school's code of conduct, like where they're talking about grooming hair. They're saying all children's hair must be clean and neat, only natural hair allowed, only plain haircuts are permitted, no fashion clippings or shaves are allowed, no hair extensions are permitted. No bleaching, coloring, highlights, etc. allowed. Girls' hair must be kept out of the eyes. Once it reaches collar length, it must be tied up. Girls may tie up their hair in ponytails, a neat bun or neatly braided hair. Maximum 2 ponytails or 2 buns. And it looks like our baby girl's hair, she probably had dreadlocks according to how I saw her hair, and maybe they extended them using like this artificial dress, because it's very visible, that is, if you know the artificial dreadlocks. And then it looks like there was a WhatsApp conversation between the mother and maybe the mother or the father, between the principal. And then the principal said, "I'm not available and I'll not see you today." And then the parent responded and said that my child will remain in class. And then the principal said, no, she need to go and remove the extensions. She can return once they adhere to the code of conduct. And then the parent responded, "I have been telling you there is no hair extensions on my child's hair. It by her own whatever hair. Clearly there is no way more. My child will not miss a class. I paid for her school fees. I have the whole day. I'm not taking her home. You'll come and talk to me then." And then it looks like there's also somewhere where the school principal actually wrote and say, "Good morning, Noko. I'm referring again to the message sent on 22 July. Thailand's hair was extended regardless of what it is called. You've had ample time to remove the hair that was extended. I expect the extensions to be removed before Thailand comes to school on Monday. I expect each learner, Thailand included, to abide by the code of conduct of the school. I trust you understand and will support the school in this regard. Kind regards, Tanya." Most probably it shows that maybe Thailand just went back to school, guys, like that, without removing the extensions. And all hell broke loose, because according to how I'm seeing how everything unfolded, I believe maybe Thailand was sent out of class, and then the mother was probably called to come and pick her up, and maybe the mother came together with the father, because they look like the parents. And then, guys, it was a mess. It was a hell of a mess. Yo, guys, the video is like, I don't even know, I was like shivering at some point, because there was a point where this man who looks like the school principal was like pushing this Thailand girl out of class. That's where I really lost it myself. I was like, not my child, not my child. You will not do that, like, I'm telling you. Yeah, we can talk, we can fight, we can do all that we can, but don't put your hand on my child. Like, why should the child be pushed out of class like that? Yeah, I understand. Okay, fine. These parents were also, this drama was not supposed to be so much drama. They should have just taken the child, go remove the hair, or just remove that child from the school if at all they felt like they cannot deal with the school conduct, because the rules are there. Even before you put a child in, you already know what's happening in that school, what they want and what they don't want. And now all that was happening now, it was just racism. You don't like us because we are black. You don't like us because my child is black. What? And at some point, the children were like, also they wanted to also fight with each other. And this Thailand girl can stand up for herself. Guys, I was like, oh my God, this one, like, it was a big mess, guys. The time that this woman was making this video, she even called EFF to come and rescue. And, people were like, oh, so you guys, whenever there's trouble, you always remember EFF. I hope they remember them also during the election time. Guys, A lot of people, Tulani, were saying they must stop taking their children to white schools. Clearly, black children are not fully welcomed. Only their money is welcomed. I totally agree with you, Tulani. We really see things, I'm telling you. I think it's better black people just make your own schools, Make your own schools to that standard. Trust me when I tell you this is not new to my eyes. I've seen it. For some reason, experienced it even though it wasn't to this extent. I'm like, yeah, you need to really be there. So you need to know your ground when it comes to the situations. Yeah, you don't have to the otherwise they'll just play on your head. Yeah, Ragnar said, we black people always have problems with the code of conduct. Then we come out and be like victims. If we cannot adhere to it, then we make the excuse to justify racism. This is Dirty 30, said what the school did is absolutely unacceptable, but the kid fighting and pushing parents, totally low. We need to discipline our kids. We definitely need to. And we shouldn't, like all the time, show them that we're in support of them. It was so simple. This woman should not have extended her child's hair when she knows it's not allowed. That dread could have grown with time. Audience said, yes, we need to teach our kids to respect adults. They must remain disciplined. I totally agree on that one. Saisha Mashobane said, why was this turned into a racial thing? They didn't adhere to the school code of conduct. Now it's turned into something else. You don't cause drama in front of children. What are children supposed to learn if the parents act like this? Black people, can we do better? By Kitty. Friskawa News said Lona Badakilitles must step us through. Private schools have their own constitutions, or rather code of conducts. The fact that you are dumb, think that everything should be done as you wish. I'm of the opinion that the parents of the said learner never read the school conduct of conducts. Yeah, most probably they didn't read, and that's the first thing that you should read. Dion Lu said, yeah, that Mjita is talking nicely rather, and saying you should be ashamed of yourself. No one pushes a black woman in my presence, and I still say you should be ashamed. Yeah, that one is so deep. I'm glad it's not in English. The child is doomed, said Debbie. She says that rules are meant to be broken. Her mother has taught her that generational loud noise making and threats are how to go through life. Yeah, that's why I'm like, this was not supposed to happen before the children. They should have gone to the office and spoken about this, guys. The children should not have witnessed that. Did you see how the white child came and tried to say something to the black child? And she was mad. A mad black woman, like seriously. But anyway, guys, I'm totally against this. I'm totally against the behaviors of these four parents. The school principal, maybe together with the wife, I don't know who she is, but I think that's the case. And then with this black parents, I'm totally against their behavior, especially in front of children. They shouldn't have behaved like that in front of children. They should have spoken about this privately, and we should learn to read the conducts, guys. Let's learn to read the school conducts, because we don't want our children to find themselves in the smoke side, We don't want them to be in that situation, especially because we want them the English schools. So if you are like that, so try and really read and adhere to whatever that's being asked from you. And then again, yeah, let's try and not let our children get away with murder. Because as for me, guys, when it comes to my kids, I always want them to take responsibility. I don't want them to get away with anything. But the only thing that I don't condone is what the principal was trying to do towards the child. Yeah, that pushing, you don't do that. Yeah, you don't do that. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. This video, I couldn't really load everything because of the children's faces. I was like, okay, I'll try and put whatever that I can put, because sometimes even the social media platforms, they don't allow us to post certain things. It still confuses me as to why we've been living together for so long, guys. The blacks and the whites, we grew up under that. Why are we not getting used to living around each other? Why are we always pulling the racism things time and again? Guys, I don't think this is fair to our children, because our children grew up not knowing anything. This whole thing will end up being rubbed onto their faces. They'll end up believing that, okay, these people don't have to get along. It's not supposed to be like that. When you look at them, the young ones, when they play together, like when they're still young, at around 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, they really mix so well. But then I believe parents, they are the ones that inflict bad behavior on children. So guys, let's stop that. Let's stop that so that we go forward nicely. Thank you so much for being a part of this video. Please remember to give it a like, a share, and consider subscribing.